bunch of worthless podcasters, and we got a guitar player here.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't try to bring machine down.
All right, so this ad is
Oh, just going. You're leading the show.
Yeah.
All right, give it to me, pal.
all right.
Give me
So,
the ad.
This is off Craigslist actually, so local to me.
Me too.
Well,
All right, you're just excluding me. All right.
chill out.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, chill.
All right, so it says bass guitar, vintage BC Rich, $80. So this is San Diego. So the description is the serial number, which I'll read that too because it's really interesting. 24302-042, period. You need a period at the end of that one. See picture. Art Deco.
And that's all they have.
That's it.
And then they just have what? It's like 4 pictures, and it's just like there's a lot to unpack with the pictures. Because what's going on with this thing? It's Art Deco. Apparently, it's a bass guitar. But one of the first things you noticed.
Well, one of the first things I noticed is there's 2 strings.
Yeah.
2 strings on the bass, all right?
It's like
which is fine. I guess
did not give a shit about like
not,
let's restring this because I'm like I'm selling it to try and up my profitability. I can't buy $20 strings like a lot of bass players like do strings.
Oh,
they came from the factory.
It's also like A and D. It's not even like the 2 low strings.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for you, playing bass in the band, you usually can just get away with
down on.
You can
low
get away
E.
with 2 strings, just
Yeah.
E and A.
Because I can climb, dude.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So that being said, there's that, right? So, but he says Art Deco.
It's just there's art, and
Yeah.
it decorates
And
the
he
guitar.
decorated it. Yeah.
It's an Art Deco. I mean, it looks okay. I mean, I'm not
not trying
to
knocking the art,
but I'm also not digging it either.
Yeah. And then they took the trouble to do the fretboard. I guess
it looks like I don't know. It's like a
there's not enough like
Sharpie or gel pens that they used on the.
No, it looks like whiteout.
Yeah, it just
or it's that silver Sharpie.
When they were done huffing the whiteout, they used it on the fretboard there.
Yeah. There might have been some mind-altering substances used to decorate this.
Yeah, and then they also said it was a Gladiator. They said it was BC Rich, but it says Gladiator, and that's a separate brand of its own. So I'm like, I don't think I tried to do some research on that, but
You did some research.
I mean, very little, but I tried to look at it, and like Gladiator and BC Rich, like I never saw anything that they were the same. I saw Gladiator was this. They had like did some Gibson knockoffs that they got like
Sued or
cease and desist. Don't you do that?
Well, another thing I noticed is like there's just like a bunch of ropes
Yeah, it's
in the ad. Why?
I thought they
Why?
were the like braided cables, and
No,
then you
no.
pointed out they were.
These
ropes.
are like nylon. One of them looks like a bungee cord.
Yeah, it looks like several different ropes in the picture. I'm like, is that what is actually holding the guitar together? It's just like a hunk of shit that they just rope it together.
It
So the ropers, yeah.
I can't tell if it's like up into like a storage compartment of like an RV, or if it's like in the corner, just because of the way they've altered the landscape or the portrait of the picture. So I don't know if this is like a traveling base.
Well, it looks like it's just a quick sale, and then it's like you said, it looks like it was like maybe in a storage of like a van or something. So it's like they did not give any fucks about trying to like let's try and sell this product. They were just like,
I have this hunk of shit around. Let me just try and get it out.
When I try and sell stuff, I try and make the most of the picture. Yes, I'm taking it with my phone, but I try and like show the guitar or pedal in the best light. And this one, they do not care. There's like this thing is just in my life, and I don't want it to be.
Yeah,
I just
either
want
they came across it
I
in a
want it
dumpster
gone.
somewhere.
Get it gone. Or they're like, I need $80.
Yeah, that's the magic number.
I'm sure you could offer them $20 and a couple tall boys, and they'd be like, sold.
20.
Couldn't type fast enough. Sold. It is. I mean, the artwork. What about the artwork?
It's not. I'm not opposed to it, I guess, but
It looks like they have like koi fish scales. Then they have a bunch of like branches, and then they have like a lady on there, and then they're have a bunch of names. It looks like
it
too.
says I love breakdowns.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, there's a spot where it says I love breakdowns.
Oh,
under-
yeah, there you go. I heart break.
Yeah.
So this was. I mean, it could have the spirit of like a metal BC Rich that they're like, I just love breakdown, and that's how they broke the E string. We get it now. Got it. Okay, they dropped it to B, and they're like,
just splintered.
And then they're like, well, I broke it on stage.
Well, and then
That's
like
how it's supposed to be.
whoever did the fretboard, it looks like they signed it also at the very.
Oh well,
very
thank
bottom.
goodness we can follow them.
Yeah.
And make sure to keep up on their work.
Jeez.
It's just like, what's going on with it? It's just like they just like it. I don't know. They drew on it with like it just doesn't. I don't know. It looks like
There's a mermaid or something, or
looks
what
like
is that?
it kind of looks like it's supposed to be a mermaid and a bunch of air bubbles, and it goes into like I don't know, like an inlay that they're trying to make it like like I don't know, like maybe like PRS style, but like, yeah, we can make this. I mean, PRS, you charge them $4,000 for one of these. I'll do it for $80.
We're a beach city, so you got to theme it for for a wall. Someone wants to hang it on their wall or something, probably.
Yeah.
They're not gonna want to play this thing.
But it's like
This is not a player.
It's not to hang on the wall. It's to hang in the van.
Yeah.
Duh, Kyle, and you're not picking that shit up yet. Oh man, I don't know. It's like
It probably, I don't know. It's just like a standard P bass. It probably plays really well.
yeah. I mean, with a lot of basses, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, you got to go into that low ball and shit out of them.
Yeah.
Going $20.
Yeah. What would you pay for this besides the?
I told you $20
tall
and a tall boy. I'm gonna get the 3-pack. I'm gonna keep 2. I would need to have like a little bit of courage before I go in, like and then go talk to him, and then offer the $20, and then because a lot of that, if you can get the neck feeling like straight or whatever, just take some acetone or like some alcohol and clean that neck up.
Yeah, but would you play this in like on stage, like side project how it is, like some of the side projects you do?
I mean, I would put strings on it. So
I didn't say as is. Sorry.
Yeah, I did say that, but I
didn't mean it.
I would put strings on it, and then I think I could make it work. Like for me, if I put strings on it and then like changed it up a little bit and did a little elbow grease action on it, I think I could get it playing. And I'm like with bass, I'm like, you have like what a Squire Affinity. Mm-hmm. It sounds pretty great.
Yeah.
And it feels pretty, it's a good feeling bass just as long as it's set up correctly. I'm sure this could be good. If
I'm not for the hockey stick headstock,
yeah.
but it doesn't really bother me as much, maybe because I don't stare at the hockey stick headstock too much.
I'm usually staring at my shoes.
No. In this instance, I'm saying I'm looking at all the wild colors and
it's fucking wild, man. I don't know. I think it could be worth getting because a lot of basses, I'm like, oh, yeah, if it's you put new strings on it, you set it up right. There's not a whole lot that can go.
Do you think that you could play this thing as is, like throw it on there and just gig it right away, or would you have to set it up? I'm sure it's probably been dragged around a van for like.
I'm sure
20
the
years.
neck is like very much like quarter pipey. Like you can get
Get your tech deck.
Yeah, get your tech deck and flip it and get like
land your
confiscated
kickflips.
in class. I'm like, do I want to take your ramp or your tech deck? Do anything but take my deck, man. Dude, I want a tech deck. I think I need to get into that. We need to bring that back.
Yeah. You need a clear space.
Yeah.
Train.
Yeah, clear space in the jerk lounge. All right. Well, I mean, I think we're rambling on too much about it, but
I think that's it.
Yeah, we're the Tone Jerks. Welcome to, or thank you for listening or watching the 60 Cycle Hum 300th. We're having fun. Guys, we're having fun.
Yeah, we're a little loosey-goosey.
Yeah, it's too much fun here.
He's even using like the generic camera app.
Yeah.
Like golly.
Everyone,
Wait, hold on. Is this iPhone XS? Because that's what I got.
no.
I got the 10X
My video
Max.
would be better.
All right, whatever.
I'm shooting 4K. I'm just saying.
Hi, this is Clifton Worley from the Clifton Worley Show, and
Paul Pennington from the Flippin' Flippers podcast.
we're gonna do an ad for you for the special 300th episode. So here's the ad. It's a Peavey Programax 10 amplifier. listed for $215. Says, Peavey was located out of Meridian. They sold the business, and most of the manufacturing is now being done overseas. Meridian is going to stay open as a repair facility. They had a lot of merchandise they wholesaled through an auction house, and I got these beauties. They have two 12-inch Scorpion speakers at 100 watts each. Loud, very loud, but sounds very nice at low levels. This amp is a rare bird. Go ahead and Google it and see. Back in 1987, this was way ahead of its time and sold for $975. Very pricey for then, but it is completely programmable and has pre and a post effects loop that is selected from the front. MIDI in and out for control. The controller can be found but is very pricey. Smartphone could do the same job. Here's the catch, these are 220 volts. This means that you have to have a transformer to run them or replace the power supply. I opted to use a transformer as it would be about the same price and no work. Honest, it would seem the 220 volt system doesn't hum, which Peavey amps, I guess, are known for. Added bonus, it would seem the 220 volts... Okay, they repeated themselves. I won't lie, these things are heavy. Those Scorpion speakers are most of the culprits for that. They are immaculate and come with their original paperwork, warranty card, which is useless, and stickers. Who does? I will be happy to show you which transformer to get off of Amazon for $50, or I will reluctantly sell you one of mine for $75 if you can't wait. Scorpion speakers are selling online for $130, selling for $130 strip and then the head, so no risk there. Why don't I strip them and sell the parts? Remember what I said about me being lazy? Great buy on a vintage amp.
This guy's the best. Dude, this thing is rad. Like, I've never seen anything like it.
I mean,
when you posted it, I saw it and I was like, oh, this just came out. This is like they're trying to do a PV classic with like modern, like inputs. And then when you read the ad and it was like back in 1987, this was $975. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's the best I got.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It looks super futuristic. And I don't know. I'm assuming that maybe this was a production run, but I've never heard of it or seen one out. Must have not done very much with them. But then, like, for this to be basically on European power, so that's odd. Being that, Peavey's kind of, to me, has always been, kind of like an American brand. They pride themselves on being made in America. Obviously this wasn't a market success. This interests me a lot because of the the recent demise of kind of Peavey in Mississippi recently. I know they still exist, but they've shut down a lot of, operations here. And I remember Cusack, he was talking about coming down from Michigan, like, to go to this auction and buy up several things. And so it looks like, somebody here kind of localish did. I don't know, Paul, do you think it's worth the $215 price of admission?
Yeah, I mean, I bought a PV Bandit, like Bandit, and I sold that I basically traded it at a local guitar store for $140. So I don't see why that wouldn't be worth it. There's some interesting stuff about it, like, the fact that he was talking about MIDI in 1987 and all this stuff is like, whoa, like, I wonder if it even sounds good. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like there's a lot to it. Like, with these built-in effects and stuff, it seems pretty ahead of its time. Now, I looked it up, when we were talking, and all those screenshots of any of them all have like tag eBay, ebayco.uk, or it says, whatever website.uk. There's like none in the United States. The only one is like that comes up is Reverb, just because that's the same ad that you posted,
Yeah.
But yeah, very strange. Yeah, I'd be on it. I mean, it's still there he has it on Reverb for $275. But yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, PV amps, I like PV amps. I think they sound really good, and especially if you want something loud, go for it. Especially you got 2 12-inches. That thing will off anything.
Yeah. I mean, I think like something like this, you're not getting it because it probably sounds cooler than any other PV amp. I think the cool factor in this, it's a rarity, and it's like in this mint condition.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just not gonna find anything like that out in the wild.
No, it still has like the approved by tag, like on.
Yeah.
It's pretty rad looking, and then I think that must be. It has like these white strips on it. That's like part of it, or is it just reflecting weird? I think it might be reflecting weird.
Yeah.
Because even in all the other pictures that I've seen, this guy took it on like a green backdrop, and it gave like this green hue to like the faceplate and stuff, which makes it look really cool. But everything else I've seen, and then same thing with those white rails coming down. I think it's just catching the light just right, because it looks like they're lighter, but they're still like a dark gray or something.
Yeah.
So it just gives it a real interesting look. I think it is a wizard at staging this thing to look cool, even though he just used like a green backdrop. But it does make me want it. But I think if like the other ones that I saw that were all black, I would be like, meh, it's just another PV amp.
Well, 3 things that like pop out at me. One is like you're gonna have to get the transformer, like to be able to play it,
or you have to get the box, because I thought about getting that box. Well, I won a tiny tear off eBay for like $100, but it was a UK model, so I had to have like the appropriate power, which that means it was like $60 extra to buy that thing, and it's like, okay, it's still cheaper, but then I was like, oh, but does it affect the amp in any way? Like, I'm not a technician. I don't know. Like, does it do anything different? Maybe it does. And you would never know with this amp.
Yeah. Yeah. When we've got a minute left here, I think one of the things that popped out at me is like, you talked about the warranty papers and being that they're no good. And that's hilarious.
That's so funny. I love that he's like, I'm lazy. I'll sell you one of transistors like reluctantly. Like the guy who wrote the ad is a genius.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think if I had it in my pocket to spend, and I was looking and I wanted like a Bandit, I would go for this.
Yeah, it was $215. I would do this $215 if it was local. I'd be into it, especially because it looks in such good condition. So I would be into it for sure.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Plus, if you hated it, you could, like that guy said, you get all your money back if you're like, this thing sucks.
No, I couldn't bear to do that. I feel like this is a museum piece.
I'd do it. Cool. Well, thanks for letting us.
Happy 300th anniversary, guys.
The Mustang thing is pretty cool.
Oh, the Harley Benton? Yeah. It's a lot of fun now. I didn't like it in any previous version of what it was. I hated it stock. And then the last thing I did where there was a wide range in it, I was like, this sucks.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Paul with the Flippin' Flippers.
And I'm Co, and this is Sicky Cycle Hum.
Are we supposed to say that the tagline? I don't remember it.
Stay grounded. Unless you're touching live electrical circuits, then you do not want to be grounded because that'll kill you.
Yes. Well, we're going to do an ad for the 300th episode.
Yeah, and this is gonna be bad.
It's very bad. It's already not going well.
Yeah.
So you want to start over then?
Nope, we're gonna sing it. We'll let Ryan edit this if he wants.
Oh, he's definitely going to.
So we've got this ad here, and it is for a Quark pedal board X Steve Howe Yes Asia 1980. So from what I can tell here, this is a custom-made piece for the guitar player from Yes. And it's on
Yes.
Reverb.
And Asia, right? Like he was in both?
Oh
Is
yeah,
that
I guess that means he would be in both of those. Yeah. Yeah, you're
Yes.
correct.
Okay, cool. Well, when you first showed me this ad, I didn't get it because at first I thought it was those things we saw at NAMM that were like the interchangeable boxes that you put a pedal inside. And I was like, why is this $17,000? This guy selling his business? Like, I didn't know what was going on. And then you're like, no. Read it again. And I was like, oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, so pretty much what we're looking at here, if I can figure out how to edit video, I'll put a little thing up here somewhere that shows a picture of it.
Yeah, like there.
Yeah, down in that area somewhere. It looks like a bunch of cubes. I didn't count them yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. So 24 nondescript cubes, 3 volume pedals.
Oh, they're descript because this one says Big Muff, this one says Fuzz, this one says Delay.
Oh, are they actually labeled?
Rockman, yeah, they're labeled Rockman, Delay. I can't make. They're very blurry because obviously.
Okay, yeah, I can.
This
see
one
that.
says Mute. This one says Volume. I don't know what that one says. So they definitely have like this one says Effect. So, and then there's some presets. He has preset 1, preset 2, preset 3. So they're definitely. He has like it all set up for what he wants, obviously.
Yeah. So the most interesting thing about this is that it is an entire pedal board and road case and some sort of patch bay thing. Did you see that picture yet? It's like all the effects in racks. So I don't think any of the effects are actually in that board.
No, there's no way because if you look at it, like it's tilted and it's only angled for the case.
Yeah.
And then obviously for like stage use, but like you can tell it's only it's not even as big as a Big Muff in width, like in height.
In depth. Yeah.
Yeah. So it wouldn't. There's no way they could be in there. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't fit. I like that you said that's the most interesting part. I think the most interesting part is that there's 3 volume pedals.
Well, okay. I was actually going to say the most interesting part to me is the price and how we just discovered that in the last week it has gone up $1,000.
Yeah, you sent it to me. It was $16,999 or something like that, and now it's $17,390 and 49 cents. Of course, don't forget the change.
And the best part, I mean, I don't know about for you, but over here on the West Coast, so this is shipping from London in the United Kingdom, and the shipping on it is $33.45.
It's the same. That's crazy. This thing, like it should be the other way around. It should cost $33 and $17,000 should be the shipping. I'm sure this thing weighs 1,000,000 pounds.
Well, yeah, and it's got several road cases that it has to live in.
I had a 90 Nissan Sentra and it weighed less than this. Oh yeah, so I mean, I guess the price and justifying the price is that it is a famous person's stuff,
right? Are you familiar with Yes and Asia?
Yeah, of course.
I've heard their names before. Probably heard some songs before.
They're bands,
right?
I don't think
like
they're
in the prog rocky era genre.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah,
they're like I don't know. They're like hair ballad ish proggy thing. Yeah, somewhere in there. So I don't know, like easy listening rock. I guess that's there. You go.
Easy listening rock.
Yeah,
I thought that Yes was like a prog rock band.
Maybe they are. I don't know.
And
I don't listen enough of it.
It says his career with Yes, Asia /GTR, etc., etc. GTR is usually an abbreviation for guitar. Was he in a band called GTR?
You're asking the wrong guy. Let's just talk about what Big Muff we think that is, because that's way more interesting.
Okay.
So it's 1980. So that's got to be like a vintage one. Obviously, it's got to be like a triangle or a ram's head or something cool.
Right, because the NYC wasn't out yet. The Russian wasn't out yet. Black or green.
Yeah. No, yeah. So it's got to be something really cool. Maybe the Civil War or something.
Ooh, there you go. Let's see. When you look at the
I
rack,
bet you they're all rad. I bet you every pedal in there is super awesome. Like the delay is probably like a really cool DM2 or something. Where'd you go? You left.
Sorry, I was trying to get a closer view of that screen or of the shot of the actual rack units to see if it would give a clue, but it does not.
And that one says tremolo. Yeah, I mean, there's no specifics other than the presets, and this one says sustain. I think that's what that says. But so that's probably maybe this is there's a flanger, so that's probably cool.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, and that says reverb for sure. So there's probably cool stuff in there. Now, what's up with there's like a wah pedal on the left?
Something.
Is that, I think it's Korg, but it's got like the on switch is like in the corner. It's got to be modded. It's crazy looking. Because it has like an on-off switch like on the pedal. Instead of like, rocking into it or pressing down on it. It's very strange. Huh. So.
Well, and I just tried Googling Quark to see if there's any information I could find, but
there's still a thing. That'd be amazing if you could call this guy and get your stuff made.
Well, because I'm wondering. So it says Big Muff or whatever, but what if it's not an actual Big Muff circuit? What if it's this builder's clone of it?
No. You know what? I don't think it. My guess is no, because says rock. It says Rockman as one of them, and that's I bet you that's
true.
like that 80s Rockman Digitech ripoff. I bet you it's that pedal, and he just probably likes it.
Well, the Rockman was, what's his name, Schultz from Boston. It was his circuit.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the cheap plasticky one that came out in like the late 80s, early 90s or whatever.
No, it's got to be the one that, is it Brian Schultz?
Sure,
okay. But anyway, so what do you think the flip is on this thing?
I think if you break it up, you're going to make the money. I think you got to break it up.
I don't think it'll work if you break it up.
No, there's no way. You'd have to like saw it with like a chainsaw in your backyard.
So I think if you take it to the recycle yard, come on, Dougie King, getting these messages while I'm screen recording, unprofessional.
Very. The fact that you mentioned it is way unprofessional as well. I honestly, there's no flip in this. I mean, you're not going to make any money out of this. This is
maybe at the scrapyard.
This is literally a collector's piece, but I don't know why you would want this as a. You have to be like a real musician to want this, I think.
Well, I mean, the shipping is so cheap. How could you pass it up?
Yeah, that's true. But like, if you like this guy or you like these bands, you'd want a guitar from them, right? And you would be willing to pay $20,000 for a guitar for them. But would you pay $20,000 for a freaking pedal board?
That takes up half of your bedroom?
Yeah. Whoever buys this has no wife.
All right.
Cool. Well, that's all we got. Thanks for listening. Happy 300th.
Yeah. Happy 300th.
Dude, when Flippin takes 100 apps, if you want to do this, you can sit.
Steve is the gatekeeper.
We don't do seasons. Seasons
rolling.
All right. All that stuff before is wasted.
Oh, that's all wasted?
That was mine. All right, guys. Last ad. Everyone's here. This is a pterodactyl guitar sit from Andrew Smith.
What do you guys think about dinosaurs?
We're all drinking. I've been drinking.
Evolution, shout out.
There's a reason they're all good.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you got him.
Shout out to Evolution.
I think the best part of this is the headstock.
Yeah. Oh wow! I only pulled this one off of our email for the headstock.
The headstock is everything.
$12,500.
Almost like an ovation. Headstock.
So the deal with this is if you go through, there's like, okay, it's a pterodactyl and like there's some details somewhere, but then this builder has like a bunch of other guitars that are also insane amounts of money.
Handmade, vintage, highly figured maple rocket shit. I don't know what it's
Shit? You just assumed it was
You
shit.
say a rocket shit? A rocket shit is what I take every morning before my 3-mile run.
It's
It's a fucking morning blowout.
Oh, there's a pterodactyl bass too.
Jonesy!
It's a
Oh,
rocket.
wait, there's a bass version of this?
Oh my god!
There is a
What?
bass version.
I've got
Holy
to.
shit!
I've got to have the whole set.
So $12,500 for not even a one-of-a-kind instrument? What? You mean there's 2 of these in existence and you're gonna pay over 12 grand for that?
All right, let's read the description here.
Okay.
Give it to me, pal.
Pterodactyl sculptural electric guitar, highly figured koa body and through body neck, ebony fingerboard, pearl, abalone, and ebony inlay, pterodactyl peghead, figured brass electronics cover, EMG pickups, measures 43.75 inches overall. Body is 16 inches. There's all these
These are not the
dimensions here.
measurements people use for guitar.
Who cares what the dimensions are?
Yo!
Who gives a fuck?
Mark
Boomtown!
Corwin.
Marked Corwin on back of peg head. Made 1978?
Whoa.
What?
Yikes!
In unplayed as new condition. It has not been played
Weird. Gee, I wonder why.
in
Ryan.
41 years.
Ryan, for real. Pterodactyl guitar, that's you, right?
It hasn't been played in 41 years.
Dinosaur Ghost.
Dinosaur Ghost. It's literally a ghost.
Wait, hold on.
It doesn't have strings on it.
Hold on, we're gonna check the inner circle.
There's a bass version of this.
We're gonna check the inner circle. Does the inner circle have $13,000 right now?
No, we
No.
need 27 so
Okay.
that you can get the guitar and the bass.
$601 a month.
All right, so
Hey, wait a
guys,
second. Is it free shipping?
Shut up.
hold on, listen.
What?
He charges $400 for shipping.
Listen,
It's not gonna
Listen,
fly
hold-
there. It's stuck.
guys, hold on.
Stinks.
He's
Guy,
gonna
come
walk
on.
it over.
This is a
Walk it.
Guys,
fossil, guys.
if in the next 30 days,
Look at this stupid legs on
Oh
the
my God,
control
there's not even
plate.
strings on it.
will you
Hell,
Wait.
hold
I
on?
literally thought you had like a straight up like just
Can't whistle.
rat tail going on.
Hold on, everybody, calm down for a second.
Okay.
Fuck up.
If you guys PayPal $13,000
We will pay.
to the inner circle 60 cycle humcast at gmail.com, we will look on eBay and see if this is still available.
We will definitely not disappear into
What
a
sound?
different country.
If it is not available, Ryan and I will just go to Aruba without our wives.
Steve and I will have a dudecation.
Dudecation.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks.
See ya.
Happy 300. Stay grounded.
Cheers.